Hey guys, Tobusix here. Could we get 5 likes on this video? Today, I'll be reviewing A Quiet Place, which is directed by the beloved Jim from The Office, John Krasinski. Also, he helped write the screenplay and he starred in it as well. I like to start off everything with what I liked about the movie. One of the things I liked was every time sound was needed, it was minimal but used very well. The music was very little in the film, but again, it was amazing every time it was used. The acting itself was fine, nothing seemed forced or fake, but there are some things I didn't like about the characters and some of the writing, but that's just a personal opinion, we'll talk about that later. The monster was really cool, but looked like the copy of the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. And a lot of people said, oh, the monster is so original. You can read the reviews from Rotten Tomato. A lot of them say the monster is original. I beg to differ. It also reminded me of the insects from Starship Troopers and the spiders from Eight-Legged Freaks. I know they look nothing alike, but it reminded me of those two for some reason. Nothing wrong with that. Now, this is a bias, but anything that has to do with John Krasinski, I'll check it out because I enjoyed The Office so much. The story itself was interesting. It was original in the sense about the minimal sound, but not original in the family has to survive after a big disaster, apocalypse, monster situation. Just because something isn't original doesn't make it bad, though. Breaking Bad is a great show, but it has a familiar concept. It's similar to Weeds, but I digress from what's at hand. Now that I said what I liked about it, I'm going to get into what I thought was bad with this movie. This movie is advertised as a horror, but it isn't. It's more of a thriller, if anything. There's nothing that's really scary about it. Sure, it has jump scares, but any movie can do that. I've read reviews saying this movie doesn't use jump scares at all. Well, I beg to differ. If you have to rely on jump scares to be scary, then is it really a scary movie? Now, there's a major plot hole in this movie. How are there newspapers about these creatures? Printing presses make a lot of noises, and trucks pick up the newspapers, which also make a lot of noise. So how does that happen? Maybe they're heard from another place, but even so, when they prepare? Clearly, John's family did. Also, the military has sonic weaponry, so why couldn't they kill the monsters? The monsters got shot when they were exposed, so I guess it was never exposed before the end. I don't really get why the daughter hates her father. I know she knows it's her fault her brother got killed, but why hate your father? She's clearly filled with self-hate. It would make more sense if she was more suicidal instead of throwing a tantrum and hating her dad. Also, they set this movie up for a sequel, which is what nobody wants. It's going to be a supposed horror movie turned action. It's like the Dead Space games. The first one was terrifying. Yes, it used jump scares, but that game was just horrifying in general. The next 2 games are more action, just like the next A Quiet Place movie. They should call it a Extremely Loud Place movie, directed by Michael Bay. Now, the conclusion, I don't think that the movie was terrible. It wasn't good, though. It was solid. I thought it was enjoyable and an alright movie. Now, this is how I grade everything. I do a letter grade scale, or number base, 0 out of 100. So I'll give you my number and then the letter. I'd say this movie is a 70, that's a C minus, but I can understand a 75, which is a C. Overall, the movie was praised because John Krasinski is loved so much from The Office, and the ratings become biased and personal. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 95%. IMDb gave it a 7.7 out of 10, which is similar to mine. Metacritic gave it an 82. For John's first big movie as a director, I say he did a good job, and I love to see what comes next for him. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what movie or show I should review next, and if there's anything I can do better, please let me know.